Sometimes you just gotta break the rules. Everyone knows you can't have food or drink in a museum exhibit because liquids are dangerous and edible things attract pests that will eat your collection and or use them as a potty, and no one wants that. So what do you do when the objects on display are made with edible materials? One of the biggest attractions at the Minnesota State Fair this year was the annual crop art exhibit, which is exactly what it sounds like and uniquely Minnesotan. And if you missed the exhibit because you couldn't get to the fair this year, or you couldn't wait in those insanely long lines, never fear. Because from now till September 28th, the Minneapolis Institute of Art is hosting Cream of the Crop, a Minnesotan folk art showcase. And yes, you don't get to see all of the crop art, but an adult ticket to the fair this year was $20, and Mia is always free, so this seems like a fair trade. You'll get to see the winners of both the awards that Mia sponsored. This work inspired by a painting on display at Mia, and this was not an attempt to suck up to the judges, because this artist had no idea that Mia was involved with the crop art this year. Then there's this Minnesotan masterpiece, a three-dimensional, double-sided optical illusion. This is not just art or math. This is a beautiful hybrid of engineering and magic. As a Minnesotan, I love this, and as a museum professional, I hate it. At least my professional instinct does. It's one thing to say that rules are meant to be broken, but can you handle the consequences of actually breaking them? We have rules about edible things in exhibits so that critters don't devour our stuff. So how are you going to protect the crop art from the critters? And how are you going to protect your collection from the critters that were originally attracted to the crop art? So I did a little digging and found that looks like I don't have time to tell you what Mia is doing to protect the crop art from critters or their collection from the crop art, which means that the advice Mia has for institutions that want to display or collect crop art, as well as what crop artists do to preserve their work, well, that's out as well. I guess you'll just have to read about it in Friday's serving of the weekly tea with the museum lady, and that's only available to subscribers. But subscribing is free, and you can do that somewhere.